Wendy, aka Kitty Street. Welcome back to my channel. And guys, we are doing a Temu haul, and it's going to be geared towards kitchen gadgets. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I've been scouring the Temu app to find me some good deals on some kitchen things that I want to put to use ASAP as I start transitioning back into doing more cooking. So yes, guys, buckle up. Let's get into it. You know the drill. I've already opened up everything. Also look in my description box for the links for these products. This is not a sponsored video. I don't usually say that. I haven't had a sponsored video in quite a while, but I just thought I'd throw that out there for today. I paid for this with my own money. With that said, guys, you know the drill. Like, share, comment. If you're new, hello, hello, hello. And let's start pulling stuff from the Temu bag. And stick to the end because I do have one friend mail that I want to talk about. And I'll talk about that and the P.O. box situation in just a bit because, guys, it was snowing again here in Georgia. All right, let me start with this right here because I have just been itching to open this up. This is basically parchment paper where I can get, you know, pretty much anywhere, any place. But this one has a design on it. It's by Best Fresh, which I guess that's the foreign name for Best Fresh spelled out right there. And if it is what I'm thinking it is, it's kind of like a pattern that I really have been interested in, you know, kind of just, you know, spicing up my little sandwiches. It does have two end pieces here for the roll, but I am going to open it up because I want to see the pattern. And I purposely paid for this for the pattern, if I can get to it. Okay, here we go. Looks like there's some kind of perforation here to pull, if you guys can see that. Okay, so we got that part open. And what it basically is, it has like a little area here that should help tear off the sheets of paper that you're going to pull out for whatever size you wanted to do it. So, yeah, that was weird. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this out and show it to you because I don't think I'm going to actually start it to do anything with it because I don't want to tear it right now. But it does have like a little arrow thingy to put it in for it to start. And it just has different things on it. This is Yamato's Sushi Burritos Are Over the Top is very good. Yes, fresh berry shortcake. I am going to pull this off because I do want to see what the rest of these papers say. But it's basically just some parchment paper that looks like a newspaper to me. And it has all these different little things. The good food times. And yeah, you just pull it on out. It probably has some different things. Oh, I love it. The groundbreaking technology. The Belgium strawberry fields. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love stuff like this. And I think it could kind of, you know, spice up your little sandwiches if that's what you want to do, which is probably what I'm going to use it for. I have no idea. I just wanted it. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, I don't know if $2.87 was the best price. And guys, I have not looked at anything before I did this video. I literally just want to start using this stuff, and I need to get it hauled so I can start using it because I've been holding on to a few of these items for quite some time. So $2.87. The cooking paper is what it says, but it's like parchment paper. I like it. I really, really do. Okay, another thing that I have been just waiting to show you guys, and I don't know, comment, let me know if you use the silicone gadgets and things to bake in. When I realized that I could do baking in these kind of things and the cleanup was so much easier, I fell in love with them. And I have a lot of these kind of baking ware things that I purchased like at Goodwill, you know, Dollar General, but none like this. Now, this is basically for, you know, you could do it for cornbread. Let me open this up because it's probably going to be loud. Sorry about the crinkling because, yes, it's a lot. Okay, so I got it out of here. Okay, so now that it's out of that, let me move this to the side here so it's not going to keep crinkling. It's got 8 compartments here. And what I'm going to do is that if I do decide to do like different, anything you want to, you could do cakes, you could do muffins, you could do cornbread, whatever you want to do, you could do it. You probably could make little mini pies depending on what you're doing as far as if you want to put it in the freezer. Guys, this is BPA free, dishwasher safe. You can use it in the oven and in the microwave. And I paid $3.95 for this, but I have gotten several price reductions. I think the first one was like 32 cents, and then I got one for like 19 cents. So I'm going to just say it's about right at $3 at this point. I love it. I cannot wait to start using this. I've got a recipe that I want to do pretty soon. And yeah, comment, let me know if you like to cook in those. I do. It's just won my heart. And the cleanup is 10 times easier. And I don't tend to burn things in this when I cook in them. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, or maybe it's the silicone. I don't know. How are you guys doing? I do want to stop and say a real quick thank you right here before I forget for everyone who did a little prayer for my grandson. He had to go to the emergency room, and I sent out a little picture. Of course, he's always got a good, happy face on him, but I had watched him a few hours earlier, like in the week, for just a little bit, and I knew something wasn't right with him then. And I told my daughter, I said, he's not feeling well, and she had told me that she'd been giving him Pedialyte. And guys, I'm still going through stuff too. My voice keeps coming in and out. Our weather here has been so weird. It's been hot, then it's been cool, then it's been freezing, then it snows and it gets hot. It's crazy. So he had to go, but what it was is because he started getting a real high temperature and a high fever. And of course, they call it a virus. That's pretty much what it was. Thank you for the prayers for him. He's on the mend. He's still kind of, not 100%, but he's getting there, and he's going to be just fine. But I do appreciate it, because it gave me a little scare, because, he's 3. He really can't tell you what's going on. But I will say this, and I'm going to jump into another item, because your girl can talk. When my daughter took him to the emergency room, which is a children's urgent care, right? And she told Zaire that she was taking him to see the doctor to check on him, to make sure his superpowers were still, really good, and I was like, oh, that is so cute. Why couldn't I have thought about something like that when my kids were young? And then when he got to the doctor and they did all the tests, he was really brave. He wasn't scared. He even told me later he wasn't scared. But my daughter said that once he did the height test and the weight test, he asked the nurse how big were his muscles. And I was like, this could only be a little man who, is on the mend. He can't do sick. I don't want him to be sick. We don't want anybody to be sick. But thank you again for the prayers. Okay, let's talk about this little thing right here, which I was on the fence about buying. Some of this stuff, I think there's a couple of things that are really just going to be more towards cleaning. But I have so many straws and cups now that I feel like I do need to start cleaning the insides a little bit better. I do try to soak them, because a lot of the things that I have, you put in the dishwasher anyway. But these little straws, they look like, little mascara hickeys, but they were $1.19, and I couldn't get these any cheaper. And I know I've seen them cheaper before, but I couldn't find them any cheaper. So I went ahead and got it. And when I got them, I thought these weren't exactly what I thought they were going to be, because I wanted longer ones. And I do have several cleaners that came with some of the cups that I have, but these would be okay for some of them. And there's 4 of them in here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. One, if I can pull one out here. So here's the one here. I know people have been hauling these before. They just clean inside the straws and the little things. So there's, what, 4? No, there's 5. 5 of these little things. $1.19. I thought I'd go ahead and, splurge on them, because, again, you can't be too, you got to make sure. You got to be sure that your stuff's clean before you start drinking out of it. One of the reasons, too, is my grandson doesn't drink out of those sippy cups anymore, but there was one sippy cup that didn't have it was like a circle, and it had a ton of holes, and his chocolate milk would get, caught up in there, especially if I didn't go clean it right away and soak it. And a couple times when I was getting ready to give him some chocolate milk, I saw this gunk in there, and I'm like, oh no, we can't do that. So that got me to start investigating my own little sippy cups, my own cups, right? And it doesn't hurt to have these in place of just cleaning them, and you can get into those little grooves on some of the cups that I have. So I'm happy with that. All right, another thing that I was really looking forward to, and I want to use this sooner than later, was this little coffee filter. Now, I have the Keurig, I have the pods, I have the grounds, and I have the ones that you can put in like a Keurig cup and close it up and put in there. But sometimes I want to make tea, or I want to make some hot chocolate, and I had some hot chocolate mix, and I don't know if you can do this with hot chocolate mix, but I know you can do it with tea bags and with coffee. But you basically have this little gadget here, And I just thought this was just ingenious. And you put in the mixture is something you're going to put your grounds in, or your tea bag, or whatever you're going to do. And then you're going to lock it back up and hold it down, and you can put it into a cup. And of course I don't have a cup, but if I had my cup with me, which I don't, but any kind of regular cup, you would just stir it in there. I kind of looked at the video, and it will actually mix into it, and you don't have to wait, you know, like say that the electricity went off or something like that. I thought this would be pretty good to try out anyway. I'm curious to how it's going to work. Comment, let me know if you have used these. But you know, I'm always trying to think, you know, if the power went out, how would I be able to maybe make me some, you know, hot cocoa, some tea, or some, you know, coffee. So here's the next best thing. I paid $1.47 for it. I don't think that's too bad. But again, if it does do what it says it does and it works, I'm going to have me a backup of this, because I do want to find things that are alternatives. You know, guys, the power can go off. And now when our snow came the first time, luckily we weren't the houses that got hit with the power outages, but there were a lot of people whose power went out, and a lot of people have generators. I don't. That's on my list to, you know, eventually get. I don't know why I haven't bought a generator in all these years. I think about it all the time until something like this happens. And I think, I'll wait. Coffee, teas, things like that. I thought this was pretty ingenious for $1 and some change. Yes. Now, I did go ahead and get one of these, guys, because I paid next to nothing for it. It was 44 cents. Now, I know you can use this for your toilet, but I'm actually going to be using this for some things in my house, in my kitchen, that I need to get up into the grooves of it. One of them is the Keurig pot. There's just some areas that I need to get inside the base of it and just clean it out. And yeah, 44 cents. I've always wanted one of these, but I just kept him-hawing. Finally, I decided to get it. I think it's going to do the job. If not, I will go ahead and try to use it for the toilet. But I thought it was pretty cool, and I got it for 44 cents, and I happen to like that pink color. So yeah, some of these things, I was just thinking, how can I, you know, utilize my kitchen area? Because I was like, just making a list, trying to buy things that I'm going to utilize. Oh my gosh, sorry about that, guys. I guess when I was opening up this thing right here, I was opening it from the wrong way, and I turned it around and it nipped me on my finger. So if it gets to be too bad, I'm going to have to go grab a Band-Aid. The life of being a YouTube creator that's hauling stuff, and it's bad enough my nails need to be done, my hair needs to be done, and I'm going to go grab a Band-Aid. But it's just one of those things where I'm trying to do this video, trying to get it out, and things happen. So hold one moment, please. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I'm Band-Aid up and ready to get going. Right, let's get into something else. And what is this? Okay, this is something that I have really been wanting to try out. If this works, I think I'm going to be so happy. But if it doesn't, I'm probably going to send it back. I'm just kidding. Okay, what is it you say? Well, it's just a thing that's like a little container. And when you boil eggs, you put your boiled egg, now it's only one, of course, and you put your boiled egg in here and you close it up. And when you go to open it, it's supposed to pull the eggshell apart, and you just take the boiled egg and, you know, keep going. Now, you also can do it for, you know, if you want to break an egg yolk, just put a, you know, egg that hadn't been boiled. You can put it like over a pan, and you can crack it open as well. I watched video after video after video on this, and I thought, oh my gosh, how many times have I boiled myself like 3 boiled eggs to either put in some tuna, or if I wanted to make some, you know, just some, you know, egg salad or something just for a couple, you know, 1 or 2 people. I didn't need to do a whole bunch of a batch. And I had to nitpick those doggone shells off. And I know I've gotten so many of you guys who sent me all these different ways to boil eggs. It shouldn't be that doggone hard. It really shouldn't. I've heard everything from my water might be hard, that I might be boiling them too long, and this and this and that. And I do have the little egg thing where I stick it in and it boils. My mom got one off Temu that I really want her to do a review on. And those two sometimes are difficult for me to peel. But this right here, guys, and the best thing, it was only $1.59. Now, I did pay $1.59 for this because I really wanted it. I actually went hunting for this because I was like, I need to find something that is not going to drive me nuts when I have to peel some eggs. I hate that. I really despise pulling apart an egg. When it starts going south, I start getting agitated. So I'm hoping that this will take care of that problem. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We're going to find out sooner or later. Okay, so of course, I am in love with anything that can contain oil. So I'm not getting it on my stove. I'm not getting it on me. I'm not getting it on my utensils. I love these little containers like this when I am like, needing to put something like maybe on some chicken breast, or if I'm going to be doing some toast, homemade garlic toast or something like that. So I did splurge on this one. Now, I've never had one quite like this, but it just seems easier to keep it in a little container and have the little pieces that you're going to, put on, like if you wanted to butter corn or whatever. I have several of them that are just the ones that just come like this, and I've gotten them off of Temu. They're fine, but you got to have something to put it in, and then I usually lay it over and it falls over, then it gets on me. So I am hoping, and it even has measurements on there. I know you guys can't probably see that, but there's some measurements on there. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. It could be oils, butters, I don't know, but I'm going to try it out on, certain things that I'm going to be trying to do, and maybe it'll stay in there. I hope that that's tight sealing too. Well, we're going to find out, because I don't know. I've never had one of these. I did read the reviews, and it didn't say that the oil would come out, because it's on there pretty good now that I tightened it in, so maybe that's what it was. It just wasn't in there tight. And if I don't use it all, guess what? Lid can go on it, and then I can, still have it to use maybe for a following day, or I probably wouldn't hold on to it for too long, but if you're not using it all, it's somewhere contained, it's not going to make a mess. And yeah, I don't mind. I paid a whole whopping $1.39 for it, and I hope it's going to be a good $1.39, because again, I'm trying to keep things clean and neat. One thing I do not like is to have my whole stove full of spots and stains from the oils and stuff. All right, another thing that I didn't buy not one, but I bought two of them. And this was really going back into the days of when my daughter was with me and before she moved out and had her own life. And I'm probably going to wind up giving these to her or buying some more. But what are they? Well, they're little containers. They're that silicone. And I must have been really into the red for this order. And you put, like, if you have the chocolates, what is it, almond bark, things like that, you can take a piece of the almond bark, you can stick it inside the silicone, and you can put it inside the microwave, guys. And if this works, oh my gosh, because that is like the longest process of melting chocolate, like on the stove, which is probably the better way to do it. But sometimes you're doing too much, or you might want to have, the reason why I got two is because you might have, the white chocolate, you might have the dark chocolate, whatever. I wanted to have two different contraptions for the two different colors. And if you want to add food color into the white one, you can make it into different colors too. But if this works and it does melt like the reviews say on there, like I watched a couple of videos, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm definitely going to let her know. She loves to do, like at her baby shower, she did all her treats. She had those pretzel rods, and she put the icing and all that on there. She had, chocolate covered cherry. Chocolate. She had the chocolate covered strawberries. She loves to dip stuff in chocolate. She's always been that type of person. And I paid for each of these $1.87, which might be quite pricey right now, but if they work, they're going to be a lifesaver. And I can just imagine the cleanup. And I don't know, of course, they don't come with any kind of instructions, but I did, like I said, look at the reviews. And I'm thinking you put the chocolate in there and you just kind of keep checking it. You're still going to have to take it out of the microwave and check it. And, I would probably think you could probably put this in some boiling water. I don't know. But the good news about it is it has a spout right here. So when you go to open it up, now I don't know how hot it will get. I haven't got that far, but it has these little indentions on both sides that you can hold it with, guys. And you can just pour it out or drizzle it or whatever you want to do. And it's just contained. Now, I might have been up under a rock somewhere. I just did not know they had things like this. And I don't have chocolates and things like that I make anymore. But guaranteed my daughter's going to come around and she's like, oh, we're going to do this for Zaire's party, or I'm doing this for my job, or I'm doing this for the daycare. And I'm like, I got you covered. We're not going to get the boiler out, the double boiler. We're going to try these doggone things from Temu and try to work smarter, not harder, right? Comment, guys, and let me know if you, you know, melt chocolates and candies and make your own treats, or do you just order them from somewhere, or you don't get them at all? You're not into that kind of stuff. I'm curious. Comment, let me know. All right, what is this? Okay, so this isn't a free item that I got, and I did pick this on purpose. I've had this for quite some time. But guys, these are those toaster bags, I guess you want to call it that. Now I am because it's been kind of chilly here. I've been actually my mom made a big pot of chili. I asked her to make me a big pot of chili, and we've been eating off of that, and I've been making grilled cheeses with it. I had wanted to use these, and I probably won't even be making grilled cheeses for a while, but I do sometimes like to have toasted sandwiches, and I thought, what's the next best thing? Again, I picked this as a free gift. I know people have hauled these many, many times, but my goodness, what really is just fantastic is these things are washable and you can reuse them. I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have these. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're going to tell me out on this bag. I want to say there's about 6. No, it says there's 5 pieces. Now, again, I got this on the Temu circle as a free option for a prize, for a free gift. But as of today's video, because I did pop in and look on this one, this particular one, anytime I get something free, I do try to go in real quick and see what the prices is. And right now, they're $3.35. Now, I don't know if you can reuse them, if that's, you know, a pretty decent deal. Comment, let me know if you use these. I know they've been around. I just kept putting it off. It's one of those things I wanted, but I was like, do I really have to have it? And it would have been really nice to have them really for those grilled cheeses. I might have to make a batch of them this weekend. But you can do all kinds of things in the toaster, and it won't get inside your toaster oven. And you can wash these bad boys and reuse them. Free, free, free. All right. Okay, next we got this right here. What is this? Guys, sometimes I get stuff and I'm like, I have to really open it all the way up to see what it is. What on earth is... Oh, okay. Am I going to open this up? Probably not. Okay, I'm just going to show you like this because I don't want it to get messed up until I use it. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. But this cost $3.09. Yeah, $3.09. Now, what it is, it has the hardware on it, and I got to find a place where I want to put it at. This is it's a magnetic thing for knives. And I am going to put this kind of like inside probably one of my cabinets. I've always wanted these where you could just stick knives on here. Now, the kind of knives I want to stick on here are the ones that I don't want anybody touching, because I have... Guys, have you ever heard of Rada? I don't even know if you've ever heard of that, but I bought a bunch of paring knives, like 6 or 7 of them, and I'm down to 2 of them, and one of them has a bent top on it from my son working on a car or something with it. And I said, the next pair of good knives I'm going to get, which is something I have not really looked in on Temu, I'm going to get some paring knives. I just want to have, like, you know, in this case, it probably won't be, maybe I can get 4 on there if they're the smaller ones. But I wanted to have somewhere to put them because I do have the knife block, I guess that's what it's called. I have a real small one that has a couple of steak knives in it and, you know, chopping knives and things like that. But I hardly ever use it. But my paring knives, I use them every single day. And right now they're just stuck in a drawer. And they're, you know, need to be replaced. I need to buy me some new ones. That might be something I'm going to be looking in on Temu. If you got a good, you know, knife that's really nice. I have the knife sharpeners. I have all that stuff. But I really love the paring knives because I use them for multifunctional things. I can use them more than I can do, like, say, a steak knife. So I thought I had got a little bit bigger one. If this one, you know, works out and I like it, because I'm also one of those people, I don't like to see things. That's why I said it would probably be inside a cupboard door, or, you know, put back where I can reach it, but where it's out of sight. But I've always liked them when I see, like, the big butcher one, you know, the different styles on, like, the bigger one. But this is a mini one. $3.09. We'll try it out. I'll let you guys know how that turns out. But I did think it was going to be a little bit bigger, right? Okay, this right here keeps getting in the way, and I have hauled these with my mom. My mom got me turned onto this. Now, this is a 2-pack, and I wanted to, because I'm like her, I like to have my different oils and different things. So if I do olive oil, and if I do, you know, if it's vegetable or canola oil, which I try to get away from those things. But if I want to do them separately, I'll know. I think I'm going to use the lighter one probably for the olive oil and this darker one for the other oils. But these for the pair were $5.05. Now, I don't think that's bad because that's just about $2.50, a little over $2.50 a piece for each of them. Individually, they're like $3 and something, unless you catch them on a lightning deal. But I'm going to show you what they are. My mom loves them. I see her cooking with hers all the time. I'm getting more into cooking, and I like to have things where I can get to them. And I like those. I like the way they feel. They're not glass. They are like a plastic. And they just have two things that I liked about it. First of all, got this little button here that you can use for this top part if you want to pour. Because sometimes I need to pour more than spray. And then you also have the little lever here that sprays. And of course, the little straw's not stuck in there. But she loves hers. And sometimes when I'm down there watching her cook, I'm like, yeah, I need that. It's just cheaper to do the two pieces than to do one at a time. And I wanted to, because I knew that I was not going to want to mix up my oils. Okay, there it's in there real good. So yeah, I got these, a little over $5. I think it's pretty handy. I can put this on my Lazy Susan, both of them. And that's that one. I kind of like that color. They had different colors, but I just thought this would be more color coordinating, kind of like a little ivory and a little chocolate brown, because I don't know if that's black or not. So yeah, I got these two, and I'm going to try them out. So thank you, Mama. Thank you, Temu. And, you know, I am getting back to using more of my olive oils and my, you know, when I do stir fries and things like that. I used to do that all the time, but I got away from it. And now it's time to get back with the program. And I'm kind of excited to start back cooking. I like to cook. It's just I don't like to clean up. I think that's every woman everywhere, right? No one likes to clean up, in my opinion. And if you do, come to my house. All right, guys. Loving this little kitchen haul. I can't wait to start using this stuff. It looks like it's just going to be so fun. And I love the Temu prices. I just thought it was pretty cool. Okay, what's next? What's next? What is this? Oh, yeah. This is like, again, one of those things that I wanted to get that's a little cleaner. And this one I actually got for my kitchen windowsill, which it's for window sills. I mean, I assume it's for a windowsill. But these have been hauled before. I never purchased one because I didn't think I'd ever need it. But my kitchen windowsills, I was just messing around cleaning them out. And I thought, oh my gosh, I need to get some little gadget that I can get inside there. I ruined some stuff real quick because I will take sprays and cleaners and put on wood. And you don't need to do that. So I thought, let me just try to clean up the dust and maybe wipe it down with just some kind of sanitizer. Now this is supposed to come out, this little piece here, but how? Let me cut myself again. Oh, okay, so this little piece comes out, and I had looked at the reviews on that, and I thought it was so stinking cute. And you can get up there, and I'm going to use this in my kitchen, but you can use it in anywhere that you got a windowsill. And you kind of just go in there and you clean it up, and you can kind of rake the little dust particles in there. And if you're like me and you don't think about that stuff till it's too late and you go to dust, it's like this could get filled up. Yeah, that was me last spring. So I made a big note. I saw it the other day. Don't forget to clean your baseboards and your window sills. Guys, I'm terrible about stuff like that. If I don't see it, and you know, I wasn't that bad until I got older, I guess, because I just have so much going on. But they make the best little things, and this is going to help me out. And I'm going to, you know, when spring cleaning comes, probably before that, I'm going to get to cleaning up that area and keep it kind of cleaned. This was 79 cents. I don't know if you can get them cheaper than that. It seems like this probably could be cheaper. But some of the things I just couldn't get. I wanted it, so I had to go ahead and pay that price for it. But you know what I do? A lot of people can go in there and do the little camera, you know, put in there and see if you can find things for a cheaper price. Or I will stick it in my cart, and usually it'll pop up, you know, sometimes for a cheaper price. I don't know. What is this? Okay, this is a repeat buy. And I paid $1.07 for this. And let me just show you what it is. I had one at Thanksgiving, and I messed around, and I let it go home with my daughter. And I said, well, doggone it. And so I needed to get me another one. And it's basically just a big butter dish. But what I like about it, if I had a knife, which is why I probably need to look at some knives, you lay your butter you know, your sticks of butter, and it has these little grooves here, right? And you can take your knife and it just basically will cut pre-portions on there. And then what's the best thing about it is you can put a lid on it and keep it, you know, if you like it on your stove or your refrigerator, however you're able to do it. I like to put a pat of butter when I get back to drinking coffee. I took kind of a little break from Christmas from drinking my coffee every day because I used to drink coffee every single day when I was doing like a low carb keto kind of thing. I'm not really doing that right now. I drank a bunch of coffee during the holidays and I loved it when I wanted it. And it's been cool these last few days. I've been drinking more hot chocolate than I've been doing anything. But when I get back into drinking my coffee, which probably is going to be sooner than later, I thought I need to have another one of these because I love to have the little butter pats already done. And $1.07. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, just a few more items, guys. I just thought this was a great idea to try to do it. I'm probably going to do another kitchen one because I've already got like 6 or 7 things in my cart that are really not even expensive. And I just thought, man, I need these things in my life. I really, really do. And if I don't, I'm going to try to use them in my life. Now, one thing that I don't think I bought any scissors from Temu, but not cooking ones anyway. But these were only $1. No, they were 98 cents. And what I liked about them, my mom had a pair, and I like the fact that it has a little cover on it. And guys, these are super, super sharp. So you got to be very careful when you pull these things out if you do get these kind of scissors from there. But with the little thing right there, I needed another pair. I really did. I bought some from the Dollar Tree, and I use them all the time. But these just look cute. They were under $1, and I said, why not? I need to get me a nice, clean pair. And I use these all the time, guys. I use them for 100 different things. Winter chicken dinner with these scissors. This is something I'll use. I get my money's worth out of these scissors, guys. And I don't know why I don't buy a bunch of them. I guess because I maybe had a bunch. But I think I might invest in some, you know, really good ones. But we're going to start off with that one. All right, guys. I have got one more item in here I'm going to show you, I think. Let me make sure. Let me turn this bag inside out. And then if you want to hang out with me for a moment, I do have some friend mail. But look what I purchased myself. Now, I do have a personal blender that I love. I use it all the time. This one floored me for 2 reasons. Number one, the price, which I'm about to tell you. And the second reason is because it comes with 2 cups and they're smaller. So I don't have to mix up a whole bunch of liquid, which I didn't have to do it in my personal one either. But this one, if I wanted to do 2 different things or have enough to put in the refrigerator for lunch, say I want to do a smoothie for lunch and then I want to have another one ready to go for a midnight snack or something. I don't know. It has these 2 little cups. And look at this. Now, here's a little lid to it. It has a little handle. You can actually cart this thing around if you want to. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. And I've already messed around and played with this. This booger is sharp, but it looks really nice. But you want to definitely be careful with this blade. It is very sharp. I was just kind of holding it, and I just touched it, and I thought, oh, no. But look how nice that is. It's so nice. So, of course, you always want to wash these things before you use them. And put the lid on it really, really tight. Make sure it's on there really, really snug. And that's about, I don't know if it's going to say, I would guess that's probably about 8 ounces. Of course, I don't have any way to measure that right here. And it does have the USB cord as well, so you can charge it. And the little cap, once you get ready to put the juice or whatever, the smoothie, ice cream, whatever you're going to do, milkshake, you can have a little carrying cup. You can walk around with it if you want to. But let's try her out, guys, because then I'm going to tell you what the price is. So this might get a little bit loud, but look how compact this is. I just think it's so cute. That booger's going, and it's very, very strong. So, USB, you know, of course you want to charge it in. This already came charged. I was in love with it. I don't know why I like these gadgets like this so much. So yes, guys, this is like with 2 sections here. You can make you up some drink, put the lid on it, and guys, then you have another one you can do it. I don't know why I don't have a separate lid, but you could keep it on this thing. So guys, if you want to do a double thing, you could fix you up one and then put the lid on it, carry it around, and then you could have you another one so you can be ready to pour you in something else. I think this will be really good, and it's going to help me kind of, you know, when I get to the point of where I'm going to be doing my own kind of sugar-free milkshakes or smoothies, you know, with my nutrition. I think this is going to be right on time. Guys, I paid $5.38 for this. $5.38. I'm telling you right now, this is just crazy town. I couldn't believe it. It just says it's a small portable juicer, and you know, it has 6 blades. Oh yeah, it does say it's an 8-cup capacity right here. So that's pretty doggone cool. And you know, it juices up strawberries, fruits, whatever you want to do. I can't even believe it. It's just a small portable juicer, and I think it's wonderful. The good life starts from now on. Woo, that's right. The good life starts from now on. All right, guys, let's thrive in 2025. I hope you enjoyed this Temu portion of this haul. I sure did, and I cannot wait to start using a lot of this stuff. But I did get a package in my P.O. box. So, of course, it snowed about a week and a half ago. Thought it was over. Well, right out of the blue in the middle of the week, right when I was about to go to the post office box to deliver some mail and, you know, put things into my, and, you know, put out some packages and things that I needed to do. It snowed again. And silly me thought, well, I'll be able to go there. Well, my goodness, what an idiot I was. Guys, if you're not used to driving in the snow, even though I lived in Rochester, New York for a period of time, and I thought, I couldn't forget how to drive in the snow. It was very eerie to drive on this type of snow. It just hit, it dropped earlier, like about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and by 4 p.m., it was stuck and already turning to ice. And anyway, it went away, and then they're saying there's going to be some more coming up. But what I'm getting at is the post office closed, and all I could go in was check my P.O. box. This was crammed inside the little bitty P.O. box, and then there was a couple of yellow ticks. When somebody sends me some items, you know, and it's too big for the post office box, they'll send those little, they'll put these little yellow slips in there, and I had like 3 of them, and I said, okay, so I can't get any of that stuff till the post office people, the workers, open up, because the post office itself, where you can check your P.O. boxes and you know, deliver, you know, put your mail in the mailboxes and stuff like that in the post office box, or buy stamps in the little kiosk kind of thing. Those are open. That's open 24/7. But the workers have to go back and pull your packages. So hopefully I'll get there in the next day or two, and you will be seeing whatever those little items are. But I did open this up, and I did take a peek of it, and I am so over the moon, because I think you guys understand that this is my favorite thing right now is the Harry Potter stuff. Now, I have probably a couple of these in different styles, but it doesn't matter, because these are so doggone nice. They're like adult coloring books. They're called advanced coloring. And this is Dumbledore, one of my favorite characters. And guess what? There's a little card in here, and I'll tell you who it's from. Didn't you guys just see this? I just hauled these. So I know that they're going around the Dollar Trees, or wherever you got these at. I'm assuming it's the Dollar Tree in whatever area. I'm about to tell you where this came from. But this is the Harry and Scabbers mix. And Scabbers is his little pet. And this one's the Harry Potter. No, this is the Hermione one. And Crookshanks mix. And then there's the Harry Potter and Hedwig mix. So now I have a ton of these, and I'm dying to do a taste test on this. So that's going to be coming pretty soon. I just got to put it all together. And there was a card. So let me tell you what the card is. It is a cute, there's a little cute card in here. It says, "Thank you for being you." And then this is from, and I don't know if I'm going to be messing up your name, Mattucci, Matusi. If I'm saying that wrong, forgive me. But apparently this person is from 9 miles from Chicago. I bet you are freezing up there. But the card says, thank you. Okay, the card says, "For a little fun, I'm Matusia, who sent you the Christmas card that was the Happy Mother Day stamps." I know you are. I've got all those stamps in a little container. I have a bunch of stamps that you guys sent extra, and I'm picking and choosing, and I send out cards here and there to different people, and I plan on doing that with those stamps throughout the year. Yes, I could never forget all those crazy stamps, and you definitely are going to get something sent back with some of those stamps that you sent me. And you know me, you know me, you know me. This is just so sweet. And you didn't have to send me that, but I'm going to cherish it. Matter of fact, I think I might even start coloring in this. I'm gonna get me some hot chocolate and do some adult coloring out of this one right here tonight. All right, guys, like, share, comment. If you're new, thank you so much for hanging out. And if you have hung out to the end of the video, I hope you haven't forgotten that we are trying to name the little owl here that one of my subscribers, Crystal Vickers, sent to me. Thank you very much, Crystal. I have some ideas. I'm going to put a poll up pretty soon because, you know, I want to try to get the name by February. I mean, I could name it now, but why not? So don't forget to submit a name. You guys have come up with some really good ones. It's making it very tough for me to decide, but there's some real good ones. But we're going to kind of figure it out, and I'm going to name the owl, you know, right before, maybe right on Valentine's Day. I don't even know what Valentine's Day is in February this year. If I think it's like a Friday maybe, which is fantastic. Guys, if you have stayed to the end of this video, you know I always like to throw out some kind of comment for you to put into the comments. This time, put in the comments, let's thrive in 2025, or I'm going to thrive in 2025. That's going to be my big motto for this year, guys. I really want January to be kind of like a boosting month to kind of kick us off for the whole entire months that are coming, because we got to get into some stuff. And I hope it kind of goes at a slower pace than it did in 2024. But regardless, I love you, each and every one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.